Finding someone to chat to would be better than just standing around.
Wind go with you.
Finding someone to chat to would be better.
Well, Timmy's imaginary friend is a ruin guard? Paimon's freak.
What say we postpone our conversation with Timmy for the time being?
Huh? Paimon is a favorite. Serious? How about children are more open-minded. Is that why they can think up all kinds of imaginary friends?
Fitting, isn't it? That the City of Freedom should be home to children with such boundless powers of imagination.
What about adults' imaginations? Let's ask some adults at the tavern.
Jules from Liyue, come take a look.
The thing about wine is, you have to drink it at the tavern, or you miss out on half the fun.
Seems to me you'd find some way of keeping yourself amused even if you drank alone.
If I didn't know any better, I would say you're being deliberately uncivil.
Just drink responsibly on my premises, okay?
Oh, and if I did have one too many, what then? You'd throw me out along with the trash, is that it?
Throw you out?
You know, the same way you threw out Father's legacy. You sold off his mansion, or maybe you've forgotten.
I see no reason to cling to things that have outlived their purpose.
Is that so? Then I trust you were most swift indeed to part with a certain vase?
Sorry, I have no recollection.
That's odd, because Master Diluc definitely has a vase at home. A beautiful one. Unmistakable, in fact.
Seems our suspicions were right. Grown-ups don't appear to have imaginary friends.
Like I said, a lack of childlike wonder.
So people just...
This raises an interesting question. Let's go and check. How about Ellen? Someone of her age surely must have some imagination.
Uh-oh. Somehow Paimon finds the idea of not being able to see Ellen's imaginary friend kinda scary. Jean? What is Jean doing here? Is Master Jean Ellen's imaginary friend? training?
You bet. Today, I heard Stanley talking about his adventures. It was incredible. It got me really pumped up. I hope I can be as outstanding as him one day.
So that you can fight shoulder to shoulder with Master Jean?
I mean, obviously I want to become a knight. And if I got to go on an adventure with Jean herself, well, even better.
Seems Ellen really looks up to Jean.
Huh, thanks. I was thinking, it's not every day I get to hang out with the... How can I smash all these training dummies at once? So that's how to do it. I'm impressed. Oh, thank you. It's clear I still have a long way to go in my train.
So modest. I, for one, think you're quite the pro at this already.
Well, I'm exhausted from training, so...
Ellen, she's our girl.
Thanks. Shoot, I got so caught up here I forgot there's some... but I'm so sore from training. Honorary Knight, could you deliver a message to Jack for me? He's a friend of mine. Recently started as an adventurer. We were gonna meet up tonight and discuss adventure plans. Could you... If I'm not mistaken, you should find him at the Temple of the Lion. He's adventuring with Stanley today. Stanley's a truly legendary adventurer, renowned in all of Mondstadt. He wants a... Great! Thank you so much.
The Temple of the Lion? We explored this place once before, didn't we? During the Storm Terror incident. Seems like it's now a hot spot for adventurers. That can only mean one thing. We didn't bag all the loot last time! Looks like we can't go any further.
Not to worry. Allow me. Those who wander in the dust The wind shall send soaring sky high.
Brace yourself. Brace yourself. Yahoo! Let's play! Think you can get away? Yahoo! Time for takeoff. Wouldn't glide.
Are those guys?
Time for takeoff. Yahoo! Think you can get away? Wouldn't gliding be faster?
was so sure I was about to...
To be fair, that could have gone either way. So, you must be Jack the Adventurer, I assume.
Yes. Who are you?
Actually, we came...
Ellen has a message for you. She said she won't be able to join you today to plan out your next adventure together. She'll join you some other time.
Oh, I see. I feel bad you had to come all this way to find me, and then had to rescue me.
Huh? I don't see what all the fuss is about. It was nothing that I, Stanley, couldn't have dealt with by myself.
Whoa!
I must say, it's an honor to meet one as legendary as yourself. Well then, how would everyone like to proceed? Head back or head further inside?
I think we should keep going. With Stanley by our side, we'll have no problem.
Okay, motion passed by unanimous consent. Let's head further in.
So, I'm guessing you mostly came here because you want to hear my adventure stories. Am I right?
No, we really were just looking for Jack.
What? Do you know who I am? I am Stanley, renowned adventurer of Mondstadt.
Yeah, I think we got that.
Well, your attitude says maybe you don't got that. I am Stanley, the living legend. Stanley who braved the Manjavari.
Enough already! Ugh! Stop name-dropping yourself every time you open your mouth!
It's true, though. Stanley is the most amazing guy.
Well, Jack will listen, won't you? Now, where was I?
You and your partner reached the Merjavar, a famously terrifying place with not a wisp of wind.
Precisely! There was a deathly silence in the air. A sea of ashes stretched out before us. As far as the eye could see, the Merjavari. Suddenly, my partner was caught in a whirlpool whipped up by an evil beast. Luckily, I managed to... grab hold of him just in time.
Wow! So, did he make it?
Sadly, in the end, I alone was able to set foot on home ground once more, where the gentle breeze carried away the tears welling up in my eyes.
Poor guy. How could that happen?
Jack, you can't cry so easily if you want to be a great adventurer.
I know. Because an adventurer's proudest achievement is to die in the course of their final adventure. But whatever happens, no adventurer should ever die in a place where the wind doesn't blow. The wind has to bring your spirit back to Mondstadt.
That's right. To die in a place where the wind blows, but to have your spirit carried back to Mondstadt in the wind, that's
Yeah. Although, the most I can aspire to right now is beginner's commissions, like clearing out the slimes clogging up the sewers.
You shouldn't die in a place with no wind. Why do they keep going on about that? Is that why Stanley thinks the Merjavari is the most terrifying place in the world? Because there's no wind there?
How rude. Wouldn't gliding be faster? Yahoo! Time for takeoff. Wouldn't gliding be faster? Yeah. How rude! Yeah. Traveler, I believe I've made a small discovery. Could I ask you to use the Nernama detector once more?
What? Stanley has an imaginary...
It seems his imaginary friend is a seasoned warrior, covered in scars from head to foot, and a look of staunch determination on his face. You're saying his imaginary friend is an idealized version of his own self? Interesting idea, but is it...
Please excuse me. I'll be leaving now.
Bye, Stanley. Do you two still have time to spare?
What is it?
A few days ago, Stanley got drunk and told me a secret. Something he's never told anyone before. The weapons he took on his adventure all those years ago. They were none other than those once wielded by Mondstadt's greatest hero, Vanessa herself. The Sword of Brilliant Valor and the Shield of Magnificent Honor. I don't know whether you believe me, but apparently, both the sword and shield are still right here in Mondstadt, over in Dadaupa Gorge. Since you guys are the experts at this, can you come with me to try and retrieve these two legendary weapons? I don't know. Outstanding individuals always come with their quirks, right? If I can just get a hold of something impressive enough to show my family what I'm capable of, maybe they'll finally come around to the idea of me being an adventurer. Right now, I'm just a rookie. My abilities are limited, and my parents don't So, what do you say? Help a guy out? I can't bring myself to tell Stanley about it, because my reasons are so... selfish. But, I swear I'll give the weapons back to him as soon as I'm done.
Aw, poor Jack. Let's help him out. Venti, you coming too?
I don't know.
Oh, one other thing. I have a bottle of rare vintage wine that I had someone fetch for me a couple years ago.
Dadaupa Gorge, was it? Let's hurry, there's no time to lose.
Hey, that bunch of hilly churls! Are they holding some kind of ceremony? And what's with that pile of knickknacks? Are they worshipping them?
Seems so. That must be the Sword of Brilliant Valor, surely. Lo and behold, the...
Are you sure? Looks kinda basic to Paimon. Why would hilly churls be bowing down before a piece of junk like this?
Seems somebody tossed an old sword into a pile of spoils these hilly trolls were already celebrating.
This is in terrible shape, and it's so basic,
Say, Jack, have you ever seen an anemo crystal fly? They're found in the open country around Mondstadt City. If you saw one in broad daylight, you wouldn't bat an eyelid. But in the pitch blackness of night, its brilliant glow is mesmerizing. It truly resembles an exquisite crystal dancing in the night air. Is valor not the same? When everything is going your way, it seems meaningless, fades into the background. But when you're in dire straits, valor is the thing that gets you fired up and fighting back. It's the brilliant ray of light that guides you.
You're right. You're right. Then this has to be it. This is the Sword of Brilliant Valor.
So, we got our sword. Now we just need that shield. Let's scout around. It's definitely in Dadaupa Gorge, so... Huh?
There's somebody there!
Stanley? What's he doing here?
He's acting so weird.
What happened? Why did you stop all of a sudden?
Huh? Oh, it's nothing. Just one of those Mora-spouting weasel thieves passed by is all.
What? Where?
Maybe another time. We have a shield to find, remember?
Windblade! Windblade!
Lo and behold, the shield of magnificent honor.
Liar, liar, pants on fire. It's a chunk of wood. A chunk of scrap wood with the handle attached. Who in their right mind would use...
There's also wine stains on it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was just taken from a...
And yet, my bard's intuition tells me that this is none other than the shield of magnificent honor. Warriors wear their battle scars with pride, and shields are no different. Surely an intact shield is one that has shied away from the battlefield. Is not the broken and splintered shield the one that has fought in countless wars and lived to tell the tale? Though the soldier's body be tired and torn, still they fight till the very end, till they have no blood left to bleed. Such magnificent strength of will. Is that not the true meaning of honor?
You do have a point. Shiny new shields don't stay new and shiny for long. Okay then. Well, maybe if we ask nicely, he'll just... Ahem. Excuse me, Mr. Hilly Churl? Well, okay. You take it from here. Hope you've picked up some Hilly Churlian by now. If not, there's always body language. Uh-oh. He did not seem to appreciate that. Uh-oh. He did not seem to appreciate that.
Well, if you insist, a tune I shall strum.
Seems cheerful enough. Maybe negotiating will work after all. Oh no, we ticked him off big time. Hey, he dropped the Shield of Magnificent Honor and ran.
Guys, thank you so much. I can't believe I actually found them. Mom, Dad, check out the legendary weapons I found.
Hey, wait! The wine, you promised! And I actually helped a lot this time. What are you doing here, Stanley? Out for a stroll?
Hey, what are you doing here, Bard? Fancy that.
Oh, that's right. An after-dinner stroll, to be precise. We were also helping a friend look for something.
Paimon's starting to think Stanley might be a fraud. Did Stanley plant the sword and shield here in advance so as to not hurt Jack's...
Adventurers must be pretty familiar with Dadaupa Gorge. You fought battles here before, after all.
You better believe it. I can navigate this whole area with my eye.
Wow. Then I admire your perseverance.
It's only to be expected of a great adventurer like me. You guys had better watch out, though. This place is crawling with hilichurros. I'll get back to my, stroll now.
Guilty conscience much?
Well, he shouldn't have gotten so carried away bragging to Jack, should he? Although, on further reflection, I must say I'm intrigued. Someone who can't let go of the past and gives up on the present instead. I wonder, if such a person was forced to take their first step towards the future, which way would they go?
What are you talking about?
I'm just musing to myself. Anyway, I propose we take a trip to Angel's Share tonight.
blade!
Ad Astra.
Be safe. May the animal archon...
You know, I'm glad I actually had the tavern isn't overcrowded, and I couldn't be in a better mood.
Tell me, Stan. Tell me, what should I do?
Huh? Why does he keep repeating his own name?
Surely not. Even I've never heard tell of a second Stanley.
Oh, Stanley. It should have been me. I should have been the one to die in the Melchivari that day. Why won't your spirit come and stop me from using your name? Why, Stanley? Why? If only you hadn't had to save a rookie like me, you would have never died in that windless corner of the world. You were a renowned adventurer, destined to become a legend one day. But now, that'll never happen, because your life was cut short, and all because of a worthless tag-along.
Does anyone get what's going on here?
I think our friend really did make it to the Mare Javari. And I think the tragedy he encountered there was real too. But the real adventurer, the real Stanley, that was his partner, not him. The real Stanley is the one who died to save our Stanley.
Wait, so the only reason our Stanley is called Stanley in the first place?
I fear that may be the case.
Stanley, for so many years I've lived in fear. Fear that Mondstadt will forget all about you. So I tell you adventure stories at every opportunity. Mondstadt must remember. Stanley reached the center of the Mare Javari. He's the greatest adventurer there ever was, and he lives on. Stanley will never die, because I am Stanley. I am Stanley. I'm sorry, Stanley. I'm getting too old. Now. Are you guys planning on eavesdropping much longer?
Yikes!
go away. Save your questions.
But...
Leave now. Don't make me tell you again.
Honorary Knight, Venti, and Paimon. I'm so glad you guys are here. I've been looking for you everywhere. I wanted to thank you again for helping me find the sword and shield. My parents are finally supporting me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really. They even said they're gonna pay for someone to fix up the Sword of Brilliant Valor and Shield of Magnificent Honor for me, so I can take them out on the road.
That's wonderful! So, Jack, is this the part where you bid farewell to Mondstadt and set off on your intrepid trip traversing Tevat?
No, not yet. I still don't have what it takes to go too far from home just yet. Besides, I'm sure Stanley still has a few stories left to tell. They're what inspired me to become an adventurer in the first place. Stanley, Oh, you're drunk again. We'll see you tomorrow then. After your hangover wears off. Maybe you can tell me some more of your stories?
Stanley's really fond of that kid, don't you think?
Jack.
Jack left.
Oh, I see. Well, thank you for not telling him about my secret.
Huh? All of a sudden you're facing the facts? That isn't like you.
Just now, I couldn't bear to look at him. His adventurous spirit is so pure, unblemished. I'm just a weary old feckless fraud. But that kid is a brand new shining star, full of potential. I cannot allow his dreams to be crushed.
You're not a total fraud. Stanley's adventure stories and experiences. They're all true, aren't they?
Stories? Experiences? To be honest, my memories of adventuring and of Stanley, they're hazy these days. That's my biggest secret of all, and my biggest fear. All these years, I've been living to tell his story. But his personality and the details of his life, I don't remember them clearly anymore. But the one thing I can never forget is that he died in a windless land, where his spirit can never be recovered.
Exactly. Even in his memory, the real Stanley isn't the living, breathing friend he knew at all. Instead, he's become fixed on the image of him as that battle-scarred warrior. And that image has held him captive his entire life.
I'm too old. I never let go. But still, so much has slipped away. I'm completely and utterly worthless. No adventurer should have to go that way. No adventurer.
Hans Archibald.
My true name? How did you know? The wind. I can hear the wind blowing in the Mare Javari. I always believed you existed.
Will you hand me your old friend's spirit?
I can't believe it. Thank you all. And thank you, Lord Barbados. I'm sorry. It's gonna take me some time to calm back down. But I think that...
Ah, wonderful! Stanley reconnected with his true self and Jack can finally go his own way. This calls for a celebration. And by celebration, I do, of course, mean libation.
And by libation...
No, the wine here's too expensive. Jack still owes me some wine, though. He promised me a rare vintage in exchange for helping him out, remember? I'll head off to fetch the wine. See you shortly. Let's meet at the usual place.
Huh? Where's that supposed to be? Why has Paimon never heard of it? Hey, Tone Deaf...
You made it.
Just tell us where you meet next time, okay?
Yep. Well, sort of. Jack made it out to be a rare collector's edition vintage. When actually it's just a half bottle of regular cider. This takes me back. The first time I saw this view, I hadn't even taken on this form yet. It was about 2,600 years ago, before the world had come under the rule of the Seven. At that time, Old Mondstadt was ruled by a tyrant who sealed off the city's perimeter with a ferocious hurricane. Even the birds couldn't get in or out.
Old Mondstadt? Oh, Paimon remembers! Nowadays it's known as Storm Terror's lair, right? You mentioned it.
That's right. The tyrant of the winds who once ruled from that tower was Decarabian, god of storms. Back then, I was but a wisp among the 1,000 winds. I wasn't a god of anything. I didn't even have a human form. I was just a tiny elemental being who lived in the wind, a gentle breeze bringing subtle changes for the better, or tiny seeds of hope.
A tiny elemental being? Without a human form? Venti, do you mean you used to look different than you—
Yep. My current form is not so different from the situation with fake Stanley. I took the form of a friend. In Old Mondstadt transpired the story to be told, where a tyrant ruled. I met a boy not that old. The lyre he played, and for a song he sought. But storm walls blocked blue sky. He was sincerely distraught. I do so wish to see the birds in flight, said he, his strong eyes filling with light. But his voice was lost in the howling wind's churn, for the whirlwind takes and gives not in return. The true sky and songs that cageless soar, were they not wishes worth fighting for? So the boy turned, extending his hand. Let us cast down the tyrant and his walls from this land. The young boy raised then the flag of revolt, and I threw myself into freedom's tumult. Victorious were we who fought to be free. Gods fell, winds whipped, nations shook violently. In the smoke, a despot met his doom. and we watched as his great tower fell none too soon. Mondstadt began anew, the story passed down, and since then never has another worn its crown.
So then what? What happened to your friend?
Say, Paimon, do you wish to hear the next part of the story?
Yes, of course! The suspense is killing, Paimon! Now's the time you suddenly get a craving...
Getting a little peckish or something.
Paimon's...
You know, you're so smart it almost makes me uncomfortable sometimes. But then, maybe it's right that true friends can tell what the other is thinking. A refreshing drink, a gentle breeze. Moments like this always take me back. Back to a song that I first heard from him. Fly, fly away. Like a bird in the sky. See the world on my behalf. To the heavens may you fly.
Be on your guard, traveler. Now is no time for sightseeing.
Oh, why's that? Has something happened?
Yes. As unusual as this may sound, numerous eyewitness reports have confirmed an active Ruin Guard presence in this area. Sergeant sent someone to find out just where these ancient machines might have come from.
So did somebody wake them up?
As I say, moreover, the ruin in question is of the especially spooky variety. Strange noises. As such, we are not permitted to investigate until the order comes through from headquarters. In any case, the only sensible strategy in the meantime is to increase—
That's a good point. Ruin guards are probably pretty dangerous for regular folk.
Wow. I'm very grateful indeed for—
Oh, don't worry about that. This one beats up ruin guards for breakfast.
Is that so? Well, I did see some Ruin Guard footprints on the hillside, but since then I've been too busy warning passers-by to investigate myself.
Footprints, eh? Interesting.
While the Millilith stands guard, evil shall never prevail. On behalf of the Millilith, I salute you, traveler. You have my gratitude. I will—
This footprint is huge! It has to be the one that guy was talking about. And here's another one. Yep, seems the Ruin Guards did come out for a walk after all. True avant-garde footprints leads us here to... Ah! A ruin guard! Over there! around. Maybe... What is he wearing?
I've never seen one this close before. Have you ever seen one? You bet! Mr. Cyclopses are crazy strong. No bad guys can escape from these guys, that's for sure.
Mr. Cyclops? Aw, that's cute!
Yep, my brother said so. And he's the best toy seller in the whole world. It's his job right now. He's at the Institute for Toy Research in Liyue. It's always nice to meet someone else who likes toys. So tell me, where'd you get your toy from?
Yeah, Paimon is...
Greetings. Have you found anything? Oh. A child?
We just, found him.
You shouldn't be out here, boy. There are killing machines in the area. It's extremely dangerous.
Killing machines? You mean ones that look like this?
Precisely. And including this one. It's not moving now, but if it were to wake up...
You take that back! Mr. Cyclops is not a killing machine. He's one of the good guys.
Mr. Cyclops?
We shouldn't be talking to this guy. If he's saying mean things about Mr. Cyclops, he's definitely a bet.
I'm just trying to help. I've always...
Well then, why don't you get back to your normal job and leave
It seems I have no other choice. Very well. I will continue with my patrol. Please escort the child to somewhere safe. It's much too dangerous here.
The mighty Mr. Cyclops scared off the... My name's Tusser. I came all the way from Snezhnaya to look for my brother in Liyue.
But you came all the way from Snezhnaya?
Oh, I think this is the part where I give you this. Here you go.
What is it? Looks heavy. What the?
My brother said I should take it with me. He said, find a nice person to give this to, and they will take good care of Tusser.
Your brother makes a good point. Your family must be super rich. Paimon never knew you could make so much more from selling toys.
Yay! Thanks, nice guy. All right, now we gotta make a... You make a pinky promise, you keep it all your life. You break a pinky promise, I throw you on the ice. The cold will kill the pinky that once betrayed your friend. The frost will freeze your tongue off so you never lie again.
Wow, that one nursery rhyme? Well, if we weren't your babysitters before, we sure as heck are now. But where should we look for your brother? Great idea.
All right. Finally, now I get to...
That seems a little inappropriate, don't you think, sir? How can you...
Relax. Once in a while can't hurt. It'll be fine.
Huh? What is he doing here?
Yay, my brother! I found you!
I know that voice. Why, if it isn't my little brother Tusser! My... What a nice surprise, Tusser. I thought I would have to wait till I return home before seeing you again. How are the others? Sister Tonia and Brother Anton? Is everybody keeping well?
They miss you a lot. Tonia prays for you every day at dinner.
Wait a second. What are you doing here in Liyue, Tusser? How have I not heard anything about this?
Well, what happened was, I saw a boat that looked like it was selling toys. So obviously I thought you were on board. And then, when I got off, I just kept walking and walking. And then,
I found a Mr. Cyclops! Mr. Cyclops scared off a bad guy, and then I found this nice guy to help me come look for you. Cool. Suddenly Paimon doesn't feel so bad about taking—
Tusser, what you did was extremely dangerous. I'm so happy to see you, really I am, but please, promise me you won't do anything like this ever again.
Okay, I promise. Please don't—
I'm not mad at you. I just care about your safety, that's all. If you hadn't met these nice people, things could have been a lot more dangerous for you, Tusser. I hope you said a big thank you to them.
Yep, I always Oh, so you did notice we were here. You were just ignoring us. Gotcha.
Forgive me, it's always family first where I'm from. Don't take it personally. I know we've had our differences up to now, but a few minor quibbles aside, we get on quite well, don't you think? Come on, you know I'm just a pawn and all that, just doing my part. As for who wins, who loses, and how each side deals with the consequences, I prefer to leave all that up to the ones playing the game. I'm much more interested in who wins and who loses when it comes to our little sparring match.
Sounds like you're ready to get your butt kicked again.
You're forgetting something about me. I, Tartaglia, spend every second getting stronger. Don't expect to have it quite so easy next time.
Whoa. You aren't gonna fight now, are you?
Maybe not right now. Not while my kid brother is watching.
Why do you want to fight the nice lady? Are you guys enemies?
No, not at all. Allow me to formally express my sincerest gratitude for taking care of my darling brother. His safety matters very much to me.
So anyway, Paimon has a question. Tusser said something about you being a toy seller. What's that all about? Aren't you supposed to be one of the Fatui's harbinger—
Yes, about that. Shh, look. I only told him that so that he'll look up to me. In the eyes of a child, working with toys must be the best job imaginable. I don't want my family to have anything to do with the Fatui's, or should I say Snezhnaya's, darker side. The older ones already know that I serve the Tsaritsa, but Tusser is still so young, and in his eyes... As I was saying, I remain Snezhnaya's greatest expatriate toy seller, currently attached to the Liyue branch of our Institute for Toy...
That's right! My brother's the greatest! He's Mr. Cyclops' best—
Just humor me in front of Tusser, if you would be so kind. Yes, Ekaterina. I will deal with the issue of that outstanding payment.
Hey! Slinking off, are we?
But Master Child, would it not be a little improper to ask you to deal with debt collection?
A bet is a bet, isn't it? And if you lose a bet with an agent, well...
Are you going off to sell toys now?
That's right. As much as I'd love to catch up a little longer, Tusser, duty calls. I'm sure Mr. Nice Guy here will be happy to keep you company while I'm out, though.
So we still need to keep babysitting for you? Sure! I really like this guy. And anyway, he made a pinky promise to take good care—
Well, it sounds like Tusser really likes you, and that you've already made a pinky promise to take good care of him anyway. Then I'm in your debt. Here, take this as Tusser's entertainment fund. I want him to have a good time while he's in Liyue, so take him anywhere he wants. If need be, you may find me by the river near Qingshu Pool. I'll see you both around.
Looks like we'll be hanging out with Child's kid brother for a while. So, where are we going to play first? How about we start with the toy store. Huh? What are those super... They're called kites.
Hello there, dear. You look like you've come of...
That's right. How do you play with these kite things,
When the wind picks up, you let out the string, and whoosh! The kite will fly in...
Wow, that's amazing. Do you have any Mr. Cyclops ones?
Mr.
I want to fly Mr. Cyclops high into the sky.
Well, I can do custom build.
Will this picture do? I drew it myself.
I'll manage.
We should be fine. Child was pretty generous with that entertainment. But then again, throwing money around willy-nilly is, you know... Well, so, yes, technically speaking. Either way, it's time to talk price.
No, that won't do. This amount won't even pay for the materials. Fine, fine. I've neither the time nor energy to bargain with you at my age.
Thanks, Grit.
Worry not.
For our next stop,
What should I try?
why don't we head to One Man Restaurant? It would be a mighty crying shame to come all the way to Liyue and never try the food.
A toast to our success.
Hello, welcome. Table.
This restaurant has a really...
A choking smell? You must be referring to our signature spicy
Spicy chili? But
Oh, what a pity. A person who can't eat spice.
Is it really that bad? My meals have to have lots and lots of sugar. And wow, we've got a real... Looks like One Man Restaurant's dishes aren't to Tooser's taste.
Will that be all?
What do you mean?
Giving the people what they want is the... If I thought for 1 second that I couldn't make a dish...
Whoa, there seems... Then we'll leave it to you. Sure.
But let me say this first. Special requests are Of course, we aren't going to demand
Is it just Paimon? Or still... Surely there must be a little room for...
Oh, you folks. Please sit wherever you like.
Let me tell you. Need another handsome
Ugh. I thought it was just... But this doesn't feel right. Whatever. So where do you want to go next to? I was so caught up looking for my brother when I first... Good idea! The hustle and bustle at...
Should I save this money?
Wow, this place is huge! And there's so many people! Are the waves here all... given Liyue's... Paimon is kind of the traveler's... This place is Liyue's commercial... Other than merchant vessels, many fishing boats and industrial transports dock here to replenish their, fishery supplies and daily necessities, which, thanks to the immense... yeah... Paimon, well, guess Paimon will just have to explain. All the nations float their boats over the sea into the... Then, Liyue Harbor rubs its big round belly in satisfaction. Hey, what's that big metal hook over there? I want to see. Wait, Tooser, don't run off! After all that, he was... That metal hook is huge, and it gets bigger the closer. This is an anchor. Docked ships. An anchor. Got it. But I think I might get it mixed up with Commodore Hook? Is this my brother? Always sends me a really big Commodore Hook, Black Steel Jack, Iron Tony. We keep them all in our backyard. Yeah, and that's why I can't bring them with me all the time. It's a shame. Wow. Using Fatui, but suddenly it doesn't seem so strange that. But my favorite has to be Mr. Cyclops. Even the. Oh, are they selling fish over there? Let's have a look. Hey! Quit running up! Is this where they sell fish? Wow.
Hey, whose fish are you calling small?
He's just a curious kid. That said, these fish are actually pretty big. Maybe 200 times your size. There are legends. I told my brother about it, and he went out. A few days later, he returned with the human. Are you sure that was a fish? Paimon thinks it sounds more like some sort of. Hey, Mr. What's wrong, Tooser? Are you tired? I miss my brother. What? But we were just... Yeah, but for such a short time that it doesn't count. Take me to see my brother. I don't... Yep. Well, we've played with Tooser long enough, haven't we? Paimon Child said that he'd be by the river near... Yay! Let's go... To the treasure hoarders?
You know what I'm here for, I trust.
Oh, you got lip. Making us guess. If you want to join up, let me just say this first.
Oh, what a commendable imagination. Well, in the Tsaritsa's name, I suppose I should forgive you country bumpkins for your ignorance. For I am...
Brother! You're selling them toys, aren't you, brother? That's so cool. I've always...
well, why, yes, of course. The greatest toy salesman in Snezhnaya.
So cool.
Huh? You playing games, pretty boy?
So, will you buy or not? The toys that Snezhnaya produced 3 months ago will run you... Yeah.
Toys? And...
Wow. Is that what it's gonna cost to fix that head of yours?
Look at that! Spreading joy and laughter to everyone! That's what toy selling's...
I'll say it again. Toys from Snezhnaya, 3 months prior, 600,000 mora paid in full.
Yeah, no. Sorry, sales boy. Or were you always cruising for a bruising?
All right then. I'll make things a little easier for you. I'll join the treasure hoarders. Perhaps you'll be...
Would you listen to yourself?
Well then, why don't you put me to the test?
Looks like you're not gonna pack it up until someone packs you in. Truth be told, we've set up a shop here because there's a fine little loot cave nearby. But the treasure hasn't been easy to get at. If you think you're up to snuff, why don't you have a crack at it on our behalf?
Come on. If we can't do it, do you really think this guy stands a chance?
An initiation test, eh? Interesting. It's been a while since I've been assessed by someone else.
The loot's on the opposite cliff. We're gonna hang back here and watch the show.
Huh, no problem. Don't blink though, or you might miss it. Well, I have the goods. Here you go. So how'd I do? Pretty well.
Brother, what do we do?
Please, hold on a moment, sir. We need to... He ain't here for an initiation. He just wanted to show off.
Honestly, we'd be no match for him if he wanted to fight.
Guys, we're being robbed?
I don't know. Surely, he wouldn't have come here all dressed up like that if he was only after us. Unless... maybe...
Snezhnaya, 3 months, 600,000. Oh, I remember that the boss took out a 600,000 more loan from that Snezhnayan bank about 3 months.
So this guy must be the debt collector. But why didn't...
And that's where you're still green. See?
Makes sense. Owing money is
This guy isn't one to mess with, I tell you. He's a professional.
So, Mr. Salesman...
Oh? I didn't pass? I must...
No, it's not that. What we mean is, but we fully understand the situation with the...
I see. Well then, it's been a pleasure doing business.
Yes.
That's my brother for you. Toy sellers are...
Ah, Master Child, you're here. A new batch of fresh recruits have just...
Hey now, keep your voice down. Can't you see I'm entertaining some clients up?
Clients? Well, anyway, the Motherland has dispatched a new...
do I have to? Now...
I must apologize for troubling you, Master Child, but every new batch of recruits must be baptized by the Tsaritsa's will. At present, Master Child, you are the only harbinger.
Well, all right then, I'll go.
Do you have to keep...
Yes, Tuser. We have a group of new toy sellers fresh and...
Wow, that's great! When I grow up, I want to be a toy seller too.
I'm afraid you're still too young, Tuser. I'm not sure if you'd understand much of it, and most of it's rather boring anyhow. Why don't you go play with the Traveler instead? Sound good? Please, I'll compensate you.
But...
I really do have to go now, Tuser. I'll see you around, all right?
Child really dotes on his brother, but now he's gotta ditch him again. Must be a really tough job. Yeah, you're right. He hasn't done himself to think he'd go this far just to prevent his family from seeing his dark side. Maybe, but he has good... Wait! Where's Tuser? We were too busy... Either way, let's head over there...
With the wind!
Tooser, so you did come here. Shh, quiet. My brother's giving his speech.
From this day forward, you will honor the oaths you have made to Her Majesty. You shall sweep through this land like the icy winds of the furthest north. Her Majesty expects of you loyalty, ruthlessness, for the trials that we face are harsh, and our enemies are like... like kites who shall become redoubtable foes of Mr. Cyclops.
Uh-huh. Kites are really...
This is, of course, an analogy. So as your sales manager here, a refusal shall be considered a betrayal, and the...
Whoa, that's really strict.
Seeking to please everyone pleases no one at all. Forget it. Perhaps a round of hands-on training.
Hands-on training?
After all,
Hey, did... A Harbinger wants to spar with us personally?
Oh, I can't believe it. A recruit's like...
Am I hearing a hint of objection?
Not at all, sir!
That's the spirit. Now come at me, you lot.
Let's move.
Shouldn't get careless. No time.
Yes, in this one's dealt. I remember anywhere. Just we cry.
No time to lose.
Wind blade. Cook this through with the wind.
Everybody stand back! Go!
No time to lose. No time to lose.
Let's end this quickly.
time! Tidal wave!
Let's end this quickly! This is bad. This isn't good. Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun!
Brace yourself! This is gonna hurt!
You can't run! Unfortunate Get together!
No time to lose.
Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun! You can't run! Well, neither can I. Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun! I see through you! It isn't time for a break! You can't run! Well, neither can I. Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun! That all you got? You can't run! Well, neither can I. Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun! My work!
You can run, but you can't hide.
You can't
No time
run!
to lose.
Well, I see through you! Looks like I went too far.
Well then, do you all understand what I said?
Yes, sir!
Excellent. And you all almost managed to get me limbered up. In other words, you've done well for new recruits.
Thank you, Lord Harbinger!
All right, hush now. Now then, I wish dismissed.
Brother, you were amazing.
Oh, Tooser, what in the world are you doing here? There I was thinking that the Traveler had taken you...
Yikes, that's some terrible acting.
I told you, didn't I? I'm not the man I was when we first met. By that, I assume you mean that I didn't use the Foul Legacy transformation, yes? It puts a great strain on my body, so it's best saved for crucial moments. I still haven't fully recovered from the injuries I suffered when I used it at the Golden House. Anyway, I'm no Senora. I don't use lethal force against recruits. Come on now.
The Foul Legacy transformation? Does it make you stronger than Mr. Cyclops? I want to learn to fight too. I want to be cool.
Now, Tooser, fighting is... I can teach you, but...
I want to protect Sister Tonya.
That's a good answer, Tooser. When I return to Snezhnaya, I will start teaching you fighting techniques. Then you'll have to
Leave it. You know, Tooser's a good kid when he's not being so stubborn.
You've had a nice long time here in Liyue, haven't you, Tooser?
But you've been so busy, and we didn't get any time to play
Tooser, you know I'm very busy at work. And hasn't it been fun traveling all over the place with a proper traveler?
He's just worried he won't be able... Well, how about the...
Oh dear, who taught this little devil to bargain? All right, What'll—
Take me to visit the Institute of Toy Do you think he means that ruin that the Millilith was talking about? The one where all the ruin guards were coming from?
Done deal. As your brother, it's only right for me to grab—
Exactly! Are you sure this is a good idea? You should come along too, Traveler! This—
let me think. Ah, yes, the Institute of Toy Research is not far at all from Lingju Pass. Now, Traveler, you're not the sort of person—
The brothers are ganging up on us again!
All right, let's go.
I got careless. Another test subject. Fry! Fry!
Eyes on me!
Freeze!
Have a little taste. Direct assault.
Freeze!
Fry!
Fry! I got careless.
Here we are. Welcome to Liyue's Institute of Toy Research.
Yeah, we're here! I can already hear the sounds of machinery inside. Awesome! What is this place?
Based on my limited understanding, I believe this is— Dottore is another one of the Fatui Harbingers. He loves tinkering with old things. It's a personal passion of his. So, he converted these ruins into a Ruin Guard research lab.
Huh? So the ruin guards are built by the
No, they have much closer connections to the Abyss. So, strict as to why the Ruin Guards have been moving outside of this area
Wow, yet another Harbinger with it. But at least this explains why you were totally okay with bringing—
Well, I wouldn't go quite that far. I actually—
Wait, so—
Of course I am. But no matter what, even Tusser understands that, now that he knows—
What are you guys chatting about? Come on.
All right.
Brother? Someone was saying that Mr. Cyclops is a killing machine.
Were they now? What a silly thing for them to say.
Yeah, I knew that they were lying anyways. Mr. Cyclops is here to
Right. With Mr. Cyclops around?
That's right. Okay, I'm going to go play with Mr. Cyclops now.
Hey, Tooser, wait up!
The door's shut. Will Tooser be alright?
There's another path over there. No time to lose. You're mine. Bring it on.
Oh, the door opened. Was that you?
That's right. But give me a moment over here, Tooser. Maybe I shouldn't have spoiled him quite so much.
Those ruin guards have all been strung up. Where are they being taken to?
I don't know, but if there's a chance it's where Tooser is, we need to stop this before things get ugly. No time to lose. Riptide! Tooser, see that big stone cube in front of you? I need your help.
Yay! Do I really get a...
You bet. Now I'll count down from 3, and then we touch it together. Ready?
That's bright. What is that?
It's a witch ray that will turn you into a little lamb if it hits you. So stay out of its way.
That's scary.
Back together at last. You're not hurt, are you, Tooser?
Hurt? No way. This is fun for you, maybe. We were on...
What's over there?
Wow, this room is huge! Is this where Mr. Cyclops takes his friends?
It is. Impressive, isn't it? Now, how about a little game of hide and seek?
Now?
I have a surprise for you.
A surprise? Oh, what's...
Don't worry, you'll have the chance to look for it later. But before that...
Okay, 60 is a real...
There's not much time. Let's clear all these hazards out. It's gonna hurt.
48, 47, 46, 45. Are you guys okay? What's all that crashing and banging?
Don't worry, it's all part of the surprise. No cheating! You skipped a few numbers, you little rascal.
You noticed. Alright, alright. 15, 14, 13.
Huh? Give me another 10 seconds, Tooser. Still hiding.
Huh. Now who's the cheater? All right, 10 seconds, that's it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming, ready or not? wonders if he'll be alright after using the Valve Legacy.
Awesome! Boy, if these Mr. Cyclopses weren't so big, I'd sure love to take one home. Wait, aren't you guys— Oh, that's right! Well—
It's a good thing that you two found me first. Looks like using the Foul Legacy transformation while I was still injured took more out of me than I thought. I have no idea what I'd do if Tooser saw me like this. Look at me, deflated as a burst balloon. Like I said, I can never pass on an opportunity to test my limits, and that's why I, Tartaglia, am always getting stronger. Anyway, childhood dreams are all too easily shattered. Even if you just leave them be, they will fall to pieces all but. So someone has to protect them, right? If you make a promise, you keep it. If you make a mistake, you apologize. And if you give someone a dream, you defend it to the end. That is what family is all about, isn't it? Remind you of something, did I?
Quit the tough guy act already! You need to see a doctor right away, mister!
A fine suggestion, but first, I have a little something for Tooser. Please give it to him on my behalf.
Huh? Is this a Mr.?
Indeed. I had made it to order by a smith some time back.
Wow. Now that Paimon thinks about it, Child's family are really lucky to—
I'll also need you to explain my— You'll help me out, won't you? The cold will kill the pink— that nursery rhyme brings back so many delightful memories. Tooser— all right.
I can't find him anywhere! Where did he go? Really? Where is he?
Yeah, so he had to leave in a real hurry.
Oh. That's great. But still, I was kind of hoping we could play here a little longer. Wow, look at this! I never knew that they made Mr. Cyclops. Look, it even has my name on it! It's my—
You're really loving it, huh?
You bet! My brother—
You had it to him? Do you think you—
So...
Sir, young Master Tooser, I've been waiting for you.
Did Child send you?
That's correct. Master Child instructed me to arrange for young Master Tus.
Who are you? My big brother.
But you've been following.
Yeah, that's because I've known who you are.
What?
My brother told us all about you in a letter he sent back home. Sister Tonia read it. I actually recognized you the moment I saw you.
What a strange twist of fate.
Young Master Tusser, the boat to Snezhnaya will dock soon.
Gee, time really flies. Well then, see you, Mr. Nice Guy. I'll wait for you back home. You definitely have to come visit Snezhnaya sometime. Pinky promise?
You make a pinky promise, you keep it all your life. You bring... It's a bye-bye, Tusser. Have a safe trip.
Hey.
Child? So you were here this whole time?
Partings are special moments. If he spent his final moments in Liyue seeing me all haggard and weak like this. Still, it is a shame that I couldn't see him off by myself. I should have been the one taking him back. I do have subordinates to escort him, but
Jeez, don't you think you...
I can't quite explain it, but somehow I felt much more at ease leaving him in your care. Ah, yes, I almost forgot. Remuneration for your services.
Aha! So you...
One other thing. Don't forget our promise now. Let's have her this time, with my honor as a harbinger on the line.
You best go rest up first. Don't come...
Regardless of who wins or loses our next bout, I'll introduce you to my other siblings, Tonia and Anthon. They're
We'll take you up on that offer.
Farewell, my...
If I take the loan.
Yeah.